Hi, I'm Shiv Gaglani. Thanks for checking out the Raised Line interview series, in which me and my co-hosts, Dr. Rishi Desai and registered nurse Jana Emil, explore how to strengthen our healthcare system with some amazing leaders in medicine, technology, education, and government. And they have some great advice for people starting careers in healthcare as well. I hope you will watch these highlights and then go listen to the full podcast interview wherever you get your podcasts. Hi, I'm Shiv Gaglani, and today on Raised Line, I'm happy to be joined by Dr. Jay Feldstein and Dean Miller. Dr. Feldstein is President and Chief Executive Officer of the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, or PCOM for short. In this role, Dr. Feldstein, in conjunction with the Board of Trustees, supervises and controls all of the business and affairs of the institution. Dean serves as Managing Director of the PCOM Primary Care Innovation Fund, which is a venture capital fund focused on healthcare innovations, particularly those focused on primary care. So let's start with you, Dr. Feldstein. What got you interested in osteopathic medicine and then becoming a president of a university?
My exposure to osteopathic medicine started when the summer of 11th grade in high school, when I was a waiter at an overnight camp. And one of the counselors of the bunks that I was responsible for was a second-year DO student at Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. So we became very friendly over the course of the summer. He educated me on osteopathic medicine, its holistic philosophy, and it stayed with me throughout my, rest of high school and college career. And I was one of these guys who always wanted to be a doctor. So when I was applying to medical school, I wanted to become an osteopathic physician because I really believed in a holistic philosophy. And then I graduated. I did emergency medicine residency. I practiced emergency medicine for 10 years. Then I was in the insurance world for 15 years. And one day I got an email from a friend who was best friends with the head of the search committee for the new president and CEO of PCOM. And he said, "Do you know anyone? And by the way, I told him I thought you would be great." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm not an academician. I mean, I've been a practicing physician. I'm really on the business side of things." He goes, "No, I think you're exactly what they're looking for." And one thing led to another, and here I am in year 7.
I had the polar opposite experience. When I was in high school, I had really bad science teachers. I say that, it's probably not true, but at least they didn't catch my attention. So I left high school and went into college avoiding biology, chemistry, and everything else. I was very much focused on business. I got more involved in the entrepreneurial side of the world and started working with startups. And so my first foray into venture capital, again, in those late 90s, was with Safeguard Scientifics and helping to build a fund that came out of there. Now, the interesting and point that I'll now converge with Jay's story is about 2 years into that, we knew we had to diversify into healthcare, but I realized that I missed a passion, but on the intersection of technology and healthcare.
What advice would you give to people considering careers in healthcare?
Applications to the DO program across the country have never been higher. And to me, if you want to be a healthcare provider, whether it be a physician assistant, a clinician, now's the time. I mean, this is what you do it for, okay? I mean, if you're about, serving and helping people, this is when you need it. In the middle of a pandemic, it's got to be the most exciting time to be a healthcare professional and training. I mean, history, you are living history. It forces you to be the person you really want to be in healthcare. So I would say now more than ever is the greatest time in history to be a healthcare provider. And there's so many tools available to people, especially from an educational standpoint, and the services that your company provides. Everybody learns differently. And it's all about giving individuals the opportunities so they can learn best.
As a non-clinician, let me just add to that. Jay talked about the cracks in healthcare becoming more apparent in COVID. And by the way, we've had cracks in healthcare for a long time. But if you think about the cracks, and I spent a lot of time looking at and talking about them, it's never about the quality of the clinicians. The dedicated clinicians, they're trained by institutions like PCOM, that are supported by organizations like Osmosis. They are the heart of the system. The cracks are all around them. And so the more that we can do, again, to attract passionate people that want to be clinicians and play a role in healthcare, but again, provide the tools and ability to effectively treat patients with really good outcomes, the better off we're going to be. And again, that's going to be new models. It's going to be new companies. It's going to be data-driven approaches.
Thanks for watching this preview of Raised Line. To hear the full interview, check out all of our podcasts, and subscribe to the series, please go to osmosis.org/raise the line podcast or listen wherever you get your podcasts.